Madhava Kunja Bihari Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari Yashodanandana Brajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe Jaya Jagannatha Baladeva Subhadra Jaya Sudarsana Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajikacarya Shri Ashtotara Sata Sri Srimad Divine Grace Abhaya Charana Arvind Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki ISKCON BBT Samstapakacharya Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajikacarya Shri Ashtotara Sata Sri Srimad Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Ki Anand Koti Vaishnava Vrind Ki Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Prem Se Kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrind Ki Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gop Gopinath Shama Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Ki Braja Bhumi Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki Mathura Dwarkapur Dham Ki Purushottam Kshetra Shri Jagannathpur Dham Ki Shri Navadip Mayapur Dham Ki Ganga Mai Ki Yamuna Mai Ki Bhakti Devi Ki Srimati Tulsi Maharani Ki Kali Gopavan Shri Harinam Sankirtan Yagi Ki Hare Krishna Mahamantra Ki Jai Srila Prabhupada Ki Nitai Gaur Premanande. All glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories, all glories, all glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। हम लोग भागवत में पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं और मेरा इंग्लिश ज़्यादा रहेगा, हिंदी कम रहेगी, तो एडजस्ट कर लीजिए। हम लोग पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं। वी आर रीडिंग फ्रॉम फर्स्ट कैंटो चैप्टर 8 टेक्स्ट नंबर 7। आमंत्र पांडुपुत्रांश सैनोद्धव संयुतः द्वैपायनादिभिर्विप्रये पूजितै प्रतिपूजितै पूजिता आमंत्र पांडुपुत्रांश सैनोद्धव संयुतः द्वैपायनादिभिर्विप्रये पूजितै प्रतिपूजिता आमंत्र पांडुपुत्रांश सैनोद्धव संयुतः द्वैपायनादिभिर्विप्रये पूजितै प्रतिपूजितः। आमंत्र पांडुपुत्रांश सैनो योद्धव संयुतः द्वैपायनादिभिर्विप्रये पूजितै प्रतिपूजितै। Anyone else? आमंत्र पांडुपुत्रांश सैनो योद्धव संयुतः पूजितै प्रतिपूजितै। आमंत्रे पांडुपुत्रांश सैन्य योद्धव संयुतः द्वैपायनादिभिर्विप्रये पूजितै प्रतिपूजितः। माताजी, translation, word to word translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. Amantriya, inviting Panduputran, all the sons of Pandu, cha, also Saineya, Satyaki, Uddhava, Uddhava, Samyutaha, accompanied, Dvaipayanadibihi, by the rishis like Vedavyas, Vipray, by the Brahmanas, Pujitai, being worshipped, Pratipujitaha, the Lord also reciprocated equally. Lord Sri Krishna then prepared for his departure. He invited the sons of Pandu after having been worshipped by the Brahmanas headed by Srila Vyasadeva. The Lord also reciprocated greetings. Purport. Apparently, Lord Krishna was a Kshatriya and was not worshipable by the Brahmanas. But the Brahmanas present there headed by Srila Vyasadeva all knew him to be the personality of Godhead and therefore they worshipped him. The Lord reciprocated the greeting just to honor the social order that a Kshatriya is obedient to the orders of the Brahmanas. Although Lord Krishna was always offered the respects due, the Supreme Lord from all responsible quarters. The Lord never deviated from the customary usage between the four orders of society. The Lord purposefully observed all these social customs so that others would follow him in the future. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकम् वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवां च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा. So we'd like to welcome all the devotees for this Bhagavatam class, and especially I feel very grateful for the giving me a chance to speak about Bhagavatam. I'm not a profound speaker of Bhagavatam. I try to give very little or small classes even in Nasik. Somehow, by the mercy of the Lord, I got the chance to speak today. So here, as I will try to repeat the translation again. Lord Krishna then prepared for his departure. He invited the sons of Pandu after having been worshipped by the Brahmanas headed by Srila Vyasadeva. The Lord reciprocated greetings. So here Krishna is establishing one principle, and in the Bhagavatam I will take in the last line of this sloka, Pujita Prati Pujita. And in the purport, Srila Prabhupada writes, Krishna followed just to establish a standard how to deal with the social orders. Even though he is like a supreme personality of Godhead, he set an example for everyone. So in the Bhagavatam also we see that ye yada mam prapadyante tam tataiva bhajamyaham mama vartaman manuvartante manushya partha sarvasya. Yeah. The Krishna reciprocates how someone surrenders to him accordingly. According to the surrender of us, Krishna reciprocates. But in Krishna also fails in this situation. How? When gopis surrendered to Krishna, he could not able to reciprocating according to their surrenderness. That's why he said that na parayaham. I could not reciprocate with you. Now whatever situation you are there, you just be there only. Because that is the full of Krishna consciousness, pure devotion. So similarly, when Krishna decides that, how someone is relishing more happiness than me. Even though Krishna knows everything, he is omnipotent, he is omniscient, and he knows everything, what is happening, what is going to happen. And he also have the full power to enjoy also, Atmaram also. Still, he could not able to fathom the love of the devotees of Vrindavan. So for that reason, he appeared as a Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So now the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's birthday is coming on 25th. So Gauranga Mahaprabhu is appearing in this world for just to give that same love, just to set an example in front of everyone of us. So seeing that, Sanatan Goswami, out of 6 Goswamis, Sanatan Goswami, he wrote the Srimad Bhagavatam. In that, he glorifying the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he wrote one sloka. So I will just read it. I will try to understand that sloka, what he is speaking. Jai Shri Shri Radha Madhav ki Jai, Shri Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maharani ki Jai, Shri Shri Gaur Nitai ki. Swadayat nija bhavam yo vibhavya swabhavat sumaduramavatirno bhakta rupena lobhat jayati kanakadama Krishna Chaitanya nama haririhayati vesha Sri Sachi Sunurayesha. Swadayata nija bhavam. Swadayata means his own devotees, their ecstasy. Swa nija bhavam, their ecstasy. Vibhavya. He noticed that swabhava, Lord's ecstasy. He is comparing his ecstasy with the devotee's ecstasy. What is the difference? There is a lot of difference he could able to understand, because devotees are relishing more than Lord. How come? Mataji knows. When she cooks for prasadam for someone, how much she relishes than the prasadam when someone is eating that prasadam. So even though she doesn't eat it, but she sees that like someone is eating nicely, then she feels like happy. So sometimes devotees invite the brahmacharis or some great devotees to their home. So much struggle she works like prepare for the good preparation of prasadam. But ultimately, when the devotee says that who is eating that prasadam, he says that very nice. Then ultimately, who will feel better? Mataji feels, oh, very nice, I could do something. Similarly, here we see Radha Madhav is decorating so much. How much he feels happiness, we don't know. But when we see the Radha Madhav, then we feel very happy. Even though Krishna is more beautiful and he may have like all the happiness, but still we feel more happiness. So that in the same mood, when Lord Krishna understood that the devotees are enjoying by loving him more than what he has the love. So what he did? Sumaduram avatirna bhakta rupena lobhat. So he also want to taste the same nectar what the devotees are feeling. So he appeared. Lord Krishna appeared as a devotee of Krishna. Who is that? Jayati Kanakadama Krishna Chaitanya Nama. I want to glorify that Lord whose body is like a golden. And what is his name? Krishna Chaitanya Nama. Haririhi Yativesha Sri Sachi Sunur Esha. And he, how is like that? He took the sannyas and he appeared from the mother Sachi. So here we can see one can understand when Lord going to appear in this world, their parents already decided who is going to be their parents, and everything is predetermined. And Lord decides unto whom to want. But for us, when we take birth, we never know that who's going to be my mother and father, or father and mother. And we are carried away by the karma. But here, Lord, when appears as a devotee of the Lord, still he decides all the devotees, who is going to be his father and mother. So here, when Lord Chaitanya appears in this world, and who was the cause for the appearance of Lord Chaitanya? Advaita Acharya. So, what we learn from this sloka, we heard that Pujita Prati Pujita. Pujitai Prati Pujitai. We worship and he worships also. So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also does the same thing with Advaita Acharya. Even though he is the cause for the Lord to appear in this world, whenever he comes here, he does so many pastimes with his devotees in such a way that as if he is feeling as a devotee of the, and he is senior for him. Like that, one time, Advaita Acharya decided, already Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is staying in Jagannath Puri, so he want to serve the Lord. And we again come to the point again, we thought like, when some grostas invite the devotees for prasadam, so normally devotees go to their place and have a prasadam. So like that, one time Advaita Acharya decided to serve the Lord with full prasadam. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's associates are still there, like Paramananda Puri and other sannyasis are also there. But Krishna here, Advaita Acharya decided to serve the Lord, Supreme Personality of Lord Godhead, Gaurang Mahaprabhu alone. He doesn't want to entertain any other devotees. Why? Because he heart's content, he want to serve the Lord. So how can it be possible? Normally for the Vaishnavas, when you call any devotees, like in temples, like devotees, normally single alone devotees never goes. Like he always carries some associates or friends or whatever. Some one or two people will be there. But Advaita Acharya decides that I want to serve him. So the pastime here, even though Advaita Acharya decides that I want to serve alone, it will be very difficult because always Chaitanya Mahaprabhu goes along with his devotees, his associates. That's what Sangopangastra Asra. So one time then he decides that I want to serve. So he invites the Lord Chaitanya, please come for prasadam. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, yes, I will come. Because whatever you cooks, Lord Krishna enjoys, so I also want to take Mahaprasadam for that. So then decided the date is fixed. Now they're cooking very huge amounts. But Lord Advaita Acharya never discloses his desire to serve the Lord alone. But he just mind, and in the mind he prepares like he's thinking always like while preparing prasadam also, I want to serve Lord alone, Lord I want to serve. Something should happen. So that day in the afternoon, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu goes for the taking bath in the ocean. Normally all the sannyasis who were there, like all of them used to go for the taking bath in the ocean. But that day suddenly what happens? Different places they used to stay. The other places that heavy rain started. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu where he used to stay, there is no rain at all. They also, sannyasis all decided that yes, we want to go and join for the prasadam in the Advaita Acharya. But it was so rain, so much rain. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu alone, he came to the house of Advaita Acharya. Then he said, why no one is there? So Advaita Acharya said, no, I also don't have any information because they are supposed to come. But somehow it's like too much rain, they could not come out of their house also. So Advaita Acharya invites Chaitanya Mahaprabhu inside the house and places all the Mahaprasadam. He was so happy. Advaita Acharya internally was feeling that now I am going to serve alone. So then he feeds everything for Lord Chaitanya. He eats everything. And then after completion of prasadam, Advaita Acharya starts glorifying and praying for the Indradev. Seeing that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asks, what are you doing? So he asked like, no, nothing. I'm just praying. Then Lord Chaitanya asked that yes, you prayed, you made a trick. And you asked the Indra to do something so that they should not come out for the prasadam. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu glorifies Advaita Acharya, says that like it is his fortune. Indras have a good fortune that he could able to get some service to assist you in your service. Even though in Vrindavan Das Thakur, he says that it is not the desire of Advaita Acharya. Seeing the desire of the Advaita Acharya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu reciprocated. Here we are, Pujita, Prati Pujita. He could understand the internal desire of Advaita Acharya, so he made an arrangement so that he can serve him quite properly and to his heart content. Similarly, when we have the desire to serve the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord will reciprocate. Certainly will reciprocate. There is no question of like any doubt on it. So I will just like to share another story, which is like when I heard first time. Like mind bewildering type slow. How many of you have gone to Ahobilam? No? Nursing Kshetras. There are so many nursing temples in the Andhra Pradesh. There is one temple in Vedadri, not Venkatadri. It is like it is nearby the Hyderabad. There is another place called Vedadri. There is a temple of Narsingh Dev, where when some we heard the Vedas has been stolen by the uh, demons, and then Krishna protects them in the form of Narsingh Bhagavan. So Brahmaji prays for the Lord Narsimha to appear so that it can be restored the Vedas. That is called Veda Adri. Vedas has been protected. There is a temple of Narsingh Dev there. And next to that, there is a Garudachal. There is a Garuda, like vehicle of Lord Vishnu. So that there is another huge temple, hill is there. On the top of that, there is another temple called Veer Narsimha Swami. And to amaze that, it is like a totally forest. You can't go inside. In the cave, there is a temple, and there is so many bats are lying like inside. You can't go inside. It's very difficult to approach even itself there. And to amazing that, one time there is one Mataji from the Azerbaijan, in a part of Russia earlier, in Baku. There is some cities there. One Mataji got Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita of Prabhupada. She started reading it, and after reading that, she decided that she was very rich at the age of 74 years. How much? What is the age? 74. So when she read Bhagavad Gita, then she could understand that now I want to surrender everything to Krishna. So first time she came after reading Bhagavad Gita, and not only just reading, just he underlined so many important points there, and she came for the first time to the temple. Then she met the PR department there in the devotees, and then she decided that Mataji decided that she want to talk to someone who can understand many things. So she started the devotee who was in charge for that. He went and bring some other devotees from the temple. So meanwhile, the people also some guests were there. She started preaching the Bhagavad Gita for them. The first time coming to the temple. Then he started distributing books and preaching the Bhagavad Gita. After some days, she decides that now I'm old enough. I have so much money. I have building. Now it is better to be stayed near the Krishna and near the temple, so that I can have a good association of devotees. I can practice devotional service very nicely. So she decides that to come to the temple, and then he asked the in charge of the temple that I want to talk with you something important. Okay. She said that I have a big building. I want to sell off it and take the money, whatever you would like to do for the temple. But only one thing, one condition is that please give me one small room near the temple so that I can come and attend all the programs and be there in the association of devotees. They have a big question. Normally someone sells off everything and just want to come to the temple. So then after discussing, they decided, yes, okay, we'll give the place for her. So they came. She sold off everything. She started staying in the room. And she has a great love for Lord Krishna, little Krishna. She has small dolls, even not the deities also, rather than Krishna. She always used to speak to him, my Gopal, like that. And whatever he says is like, no, Gopal said like this. She never, and always, normal other people will say that, she has become like a Sahajaya devotee. She's speaking to the Krishna and everything. So many speculations started. But she has nothing like that. She was a pure devotee. And she always want to speak with him. And whatever his instruction, she used to hear and follow the things. Meanwhile, what happened after some days, she got a video of Indradumna Swami Maharaj. It is all Ahobilam, nursing kshetras of the different places, whatever the deities are there. They had done a video or movie like. Somehow she come to know that she saw that movie. After seeing that, she struck with one place. that is Veer Narsingh Swami, that is temple of Narsingh Bhavan. There was no people, and they captured in such a video was showing that there was no one to serve there and no place to proper place for the Lord Narsingh Dev. So she was like, when she saw that, immediately she felt that, yes, I want to go there and to serve it. Where is she is? She is in Russia. Now, in Andhra, it is in a forest area. In the depleted condition, there is no one who to serve them. And priest normally will go once in a week and do this puja and come back. That was his service. So from that day, she decided that I want to. Gopal said that I want to go there. So she went to the authorities of the temple. I want to go that place. Please. So everyone think that, do you understand what India means for you? And that too in a small village, and that too in a different place. There is strict rules and regulations. Like no one is allowed, Mataji especially, to serve the Lord. In South there are so many customs and everything. So it is very difficult. No, not possible. Everyone try to criticize, like minimize her, like don't go. No? Always said that like that. But she could not able to. She always in the mind, I want to go. So she asked everyone, and somehow, and some devotee she approached, and then that devotee could understand, and the movie what exactly, and where the location is separately, and he went that place and saw that place, and then he conveyed her. It is too dangerous. There are so many wild animals, snakes, and everything. You can't live there. That place is not at all suitable for you. But still, I want to come. That's what her decision. So somehow after some months, she came to the Hyderabad, and the devotee who went that place, and he invited her in the Delhi. So he said that we'll go to Vrindavan first. After seeing Vrindavan, because so much love for Krishna for her, so maybe she will attracted to Vrindavan, will stay in Vrindavan rather than going to that place. And she was so determined that, like, after getting down in Delhi airport, she said that now we will go to directly that to Narsingh Bhavan. I don't want to go there. How can I stay and enjoy in Vrindavan when Lord is suffering? There was no one to serve him. So she immediately they came to Hyderabad, and from there they took the taxi and went to that place. And first, the devotee he introduced to the priest. She wanted to visit the temple. He was shocked because, like, the Mataji is 74 age, and that to going to that temple, and he tried to decide, like, decrease, minimize her, that don't go. It is not good for you. But still, she could so determined that he said that no, you are going to die there. Then she said then one statement: if Krishna want to protect me, who will going to die? Kill me. If Krishna want to kill me, who will going to protect me? That was her conviction. So seeing that determination, immediately he felt that okay, she is beyond for my capacity. So this he took her next day morning to the temple. As soon as she went there, she felt that very peaceful. And yeah, this is a very nice place. I can stay here. And she put her bed and everything with all luggage. She said that now you can go back. For the priest and the devotee also. She started living there. And that priest started telling to the different villagers, oh, some lady came and she's doing the seva there. So it spread like that. Then government come to know that, like, paper publication, everything happened. Then she decided, doing now a little bit nice road has been made and everything. But surprisingly, the villagers decided to make one small room for her, and the regular services have been started. And after making that room, they also put the AC and everything. But after just 1 month after preparation of that room, she left her body. Surprisingly, on Ekadashi she left, and Dwadashi they could find that in the morning they found that, like, she was left body. So what was her way of doing? Her name is Padasevanam, but she hold the Krishnas, whatever small dolls she has now in the chair. She hold his feet, lotus feet, and she left her body. Here, and surprisingly, when he come to know before, like that devotee whoever introduced her to that place, asked that, do you have anything to share with the Narsingh Bhagwan Leela something. So one time there was a heavy noise, like some utensils were throwing here and there. What was that noise coming yesterday? She said that Narsingh Dev is not eating. So I just to chastise him like hitting this and that. That was her reciprocation with her Lord. Another time, do you felt that any time like some danger in this place when you stayed from the initial days? She said that only one day, one time, no, one king cobra bite me. What she did, she could not go to the any doctor or any medicines. She said in front of the Lord, Narsingh Dev, she said that I came here to serve you. If you want some service from me, you can protect me. Otherwise, let me die. She just took the some few drops of Charnamrut and drank it. That's all. She's alive. No way. Even Krishna want to protect them, no one is going to kill. Similarly, here we see that and how when Lord want to reciprocate with the devotees, there is no way going to be any stop for that. So here the Mataji is like doing some menial service. No way, she doesn't know the language, she doesn't know the place and everything. When Krishna desires, Pujita Prati Pujita. So if Krishna want to give something for you, yeah, Krishna will reciprocate. So Krishna will receive and also set an example in front of us how to serve the Lord. So here, so I also want to put another two slokas from the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's glorification. Sarvam Bhattacharya is another devotee of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Leela, and he was like so many times we see that even convincing others about the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is very difficult. One time I was in the Mayapur temple, some Bengalis came or some devotee visitors came. We were just standing in front of the Panchatattva, big deities. They were asking, who are they? So it is very difficult to convince the other, like the people who doesn't have any Gaudiya connection, to convince them that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not different from Krishna. He is Krishna himself. So and explaining all the associates, Nityanand Prabhu, Advaita Acharya, Gadadhar Pandit and Sivasacharya, for them it's like mind bewildering, difficult. When you saw the like Radha Krishna, it's very easy for them. Like recently I was in our temple, we have like Radha Krishna and Lalita Vishaka. They will ask, who are the two? Radha Rani and Krishna is okay. Who are the other two? This was like in a condition of Indians. So imagine like in that time when we want to explain about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, it is very difficult. Sarvam Bhattacharya also is not ready to convince himself that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself. And he was like full shastric evidence also is there. For him like he appears, Lord Krishna appears in only 3 yuga. So how can Krishna appears in this yuga as a Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? So he could not convince himself. But his brother Gopinath Acharya, he convinces him like unless you do some service to the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you could not able to understand. So somehow he got a chance. And when he come to know that he defeats like Sarvam Bhattacharya like anything, like based on the scriptures and everything that Krishna is there. So after convincing him, then he wrote 2 slokas and glorifying Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And but Sarvam Bhattacharya said that like writing these 2 slokas and ask him to give it to the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He knows like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as a devotee, he doesn't likes to glorify someone him. So he will going to thrown away. So what they did, the devotees wrote down that sloka on the walls before giving to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then some devotee went to the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, please take this. Sarvam Bhattacharya gave, but he immediately tear it off and thrown away. So somehow devotees, already they could learn the slokas. So we will repeat these 2 slokas. Sarvam Bhattacharya very nicely explained. Vairagya Vidya Nija Bhakti Yoga Shikshartameka Purusha Purana Shri Krishna Chaitanya Sareradari Krupambudiryastam aham prapadye. So Vairagya Vidya Nija Bhakti Yoga. He is teaching the Vairagya Vidya. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu teaching the renunciation and Nija Bhakti Yoga. Sakshatam Ekapur. He is the same Krishna. He appeared. He is also old age. Sri Krishna Sariradari. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Sariradari. He is accepted the Sri Krishna Chaitanya Sariradari. Krupambudar Yastam Aham Prapadye. He is like merciful. I want to take the shelter of that Krishna. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Another sloka he writes. Kala nashtam bhakti yogam nijam ya praduskrutam Krishna Chaitanya nama avirbhutastasya padaravinde gadam gadam liyatam chitta brunga gadam liyatam chitta brunga Kala Nashtam Bhakti Yogam Nijamya. The devotional service which has been lost in the time. Praduskrutam Krishna Chaitanya. He appeared as a Krishna Chaitanya and Avirbhutas Tasya Padaravinda. I want to take the shelter of that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's lotus feet. Like the bumblebee attracts to the lotus feet. Similarly, I also want to be attracted to that lotus feet. So we pray that the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, without him, understanding the love of Krishna, that the love of gopis of Vrindavan, it is very difficult. Only Krishna, what we read from here in the purport, Srila Prabhupada writes, Lord purposefully observed all these social customs so that others would follow him in the future. So, to understand that love for normal people is very difficult. Even if you understand from Chaitanya Charitamrita, only Madhavendra Puri could. He started the love of gopis. Otherwise, it is very difficult. It is unapproachable for the normal people. But that love of gopis of Vrindavan has been given so freely by the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he established that how a devotee should approach the Lord as a devotee. So he has appeared as a devotee and he establishes the system so that we can follow easily and can approach the Lord. With that, I would like to conclude here. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki. Any questions, any doubts, anything? I spoke something which is not relevant to this. Please forgive me. Hare Krishna.